Hey, 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 welcome along, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the Boostly podcast. This is the podcast that gives hosts the tools, the tactics, and the trainings, and most importantly, the confidence on how you can get more direct bookings. So my name is Liam Carolan, and I'm Mark Simpson's co-host, and today we're shining the Boostly spotlight on Anna Geary from the Get Savvy Club. She is also a co-host of the Marketing Made Easy podcast. And if you want to find out some more information about her as we get started, you can go to www.getsavvyclub.co.uk. So today we're talking all things social media, calls to action, how you can make it very easy for your customer to buy from you, and really the different ways that we can do that. So Anna, welcome along and thank you for joining me.
Hello, thank you for having me on. Great introduction. You've actually looked at what I do, which is really, really good. We're having a bit of a chat off air, weren't we, about how cold you are in the space that you are.
It is literally, I'm in this garden room at the moment and it is freezing. So if you do see me shudder on the live, you'll know why. But this is
the opposite. I was just saying, I've had my heat. Oh, I've just knocked my microphone. I do that every time I'm on our own podcast. Yeah, on the opposite, I literally have had my heating on all day. So now I'm like boiling hot.
What is the Get Savvy Club and what problem does it solve?
Yeah, so the Get Savvy Club is myself, Anna Geary, that's me, and my business partner, Anita Baldwin. So we came together probably 2019. We knew each other already, just not very well. We kind of knew each other through this school run when our girls are now 16, but they went to the same primary school together. So we kind of knew each other. Funnily enough, we connected on Facebook, stayed knowing each other on Facebook, and then reconnected later on. She wanted to do networking. I sent her to various places, and then we were like, hey, we could work together. So ultimately what Get Savvy Club does, it's an online business that helps our clients attract clients using social media organically. So and we have helped lots of different types of businesses, but one of the industries that we help a lot is property. And into 2023, we are literally pretty much, due to a few opportunities that we've had with different networking networking events and things, we're actually going more into property. So we help people in property use social media as a tool to get more business. So what that may look like to them. So it could be like, obviously, yourself and Mark do, getting direct bookings. That's for service accommodation, people that run service accommodations or STRs. I don't know, in America they call it something different, don't they? But then, you know, getting those direct bookings is going to make you so much money. So that's important. So some people, it might be joint venture partners, you know, so people that got money. So some might be looking for money, some might be looking for direct bookings, some for deals. So yeah, we just help them get out there, get out of their own way and get out there online and make it happen, basically. And then we have the podcast, which is Marketing Made Easy, which is all about helping people, you know, tips and hints on how to market your business effectively to get more business.
What are the top three either tools or social media apps or things that a host or anybody listening to this should consider when thinking about how to market their business?
Yeah, in terms of social media, I would say if anybody's not on LinkedIn yet, get on LinkedIn. That one is so important. It seems to be the one that's it doesn't fluctuate as much like Facebook and Instagram. The algorithms are all over the place, and it makes sense, right? Because Facebook and Instagram, they make their money from you buying ads. Whereas LinkedIn, people pay for premium, which you don't need, by the way, but that's how they get their money. And they've always got their money because loads of people have premium, even though they don't need it. So they don't really need to focus on making more money in other ways because they have that as their way to make money. So I think that just makes them a little bit more consistent in terms of the reach and search functionality on LinkedIn is just off the scale. Like especially if you've got STRs in one particular location, then you can literally sew up an entire area by searching the locations, those types of people that are going to get it. And you've got 30,000, you're not going to max out. You think 5,000 is a lot until you hit it at Facebook and then you're constantly trying to well, who do you get rid of to let more people in? It's a battle. But 30,000, I mean, I think I'm on 28,000. I'm a bit more picky now, but that's organically grown. That's not like me going out and just connecting with anyone. If you think I've been on it I think it's been going about 20 years, I think. And I've probably been on it, you know, I would say best part of 16, 17 years or whatever. So, and yeah, so obviously it's built. So that's important. Get on LinkedIn. TikTok, I would say, is good, but I also know it's not for everyone. So don't force yourself to go on it if it's really like massively not getting out of your comfort zone is fine. But if you hate it, don't do it. If you can feel, it's just, you've just got to get your head around it, then still do it. So I'd say like LinkedIn, TikTok. And then in terms of other things that you need to, all platforms work really. But you've just got to be clear. We always say 3 things actually that are important, which is the 3 C's, which is clarity. So exactly who's your ideal client? Who do you serve? How do you help people? And you'd be surprised the amount of people that get stuck on that. And you literally can't move forward until you've got that. But clarity, and then confidence. So confidence in what you offer, confidence to get out there, confidence in so many different ways, and also consistency. So there's no point turning up like doing loads in 2 weeks and then disappearing for 2 months and then coming back and doing loads. Well, it's actually better if you just did 1 post a day, 5 days a week, on an ongoing basis. So they're the 3 main things really: clarity, consistency, and confidence.
That confidence is a major one, and we see this a lot within the short-term rentals, with people trying to do direct bookings but not necessarily knowing how. And even once they know how, it's just somebody just going, no, this is okay, you can go out, you can do this. And that confidence, how would is there any tips that you could have to or share that it would improve people's confidence? You know, like, I mean, you mentioned TikTok there, and instantly I start thinking of people dancing and stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm not going to be going on there doing that, but even the confidence to just go live like we're doing now, is there any kind of tips or tactics that you can share for people to help them with that? Yeah,
so we do have a concept we train called your savvy self. So there's a lot of research to suggest that having an alter ego really helps individuals. So go through a great exercise to do is write down how you want to show up. So in your business world, so do you want to be like, I don't know, do you want to come across as like positive, reliable, whatever? Write them all down, and they're the characteristics that you need to embody. Like, so we talk a lot about, so like even like Beyonce, you think Beyonce is like just a superstar now, but she had Sasha Fierce, and that's, she used to have to say to herself, right, I'm being, because she goes from this quiet church girl to like shaking her ass and stay on huge stages. She had to like sort of give herself an alter ego, which was obviously Sasha Fierce. But she even says now, after however many years, Sasha Fierce and Beyonce are one in the same person because they've kind of merged. So there's always going to be a gap of where you want to be and how you want to show up, and where you are now, and how you want to. And we're not saying don't be yourself, because you totally got to be yourself, but you don't need to show there are some people out there that show warts and all on their social media, and you don't have to be that person. It's not useful for you guys to hear me shouting at my kids in the morning and going, hurry up, I've got to get out of the house. Like, that's not useful. And it's not useful when people turn up on social media and, you know, start moaning about a client or complaining that something's gone wrong in their life. That's just brings it down. So look at who's around you that you like, and we always say remodel, because you don't want to copy people, but take the bits that you like and just get started, even if it's little things. But when I say they're about the confidence, if you think like we all buy certainty, like you wouldn't buy something from me if I said, oh, it might work, or I may be able to do this. But if I said, buy this thing and it will do this, and with absolute certainty, then and I think we say to people as well, would you buy from you? And, you know, if you look at the posts that you put out or how you come across or what you do, would you buy from you? And if people are honest, they're like, actually, I probably wouldn't, because it doesn't seem that compelling. It doesn't seem that you're on board yourself. So you got to kind of get on board yourself. So that's a good exercise, working out your savvy self. So we all go through the process, don't we, of working out who our ideal client is. That's like standard. But then think about who's ideal for you, and then how do you want to show up? How do you want to be? And it actually came from when I was a kid. I was quite shy, actually. So what I used to do was I used to think, right, okay, what would this thing all the time? I used to be like, what would Madonna do? So, and I had like a picture of Madonna on my wall, and I'd look and I think, right, okay, I'm gonna do this. Like, so there will be similar Madonnas for you, and it may be that people that are heavily in the Boostly world are thinking that about you and also Mark. And it could be that actually they like ways that you show up and they could emulate and do that. But it's just about, everybody's going to suck at something they do the first time, right? Everybody is. Like, I've done sales all my life, but I'm pretty sure when I very first started in a sales job, whatever new sales job, you've going to go through a learning curve. And it's the same with using social media and ultimately showing up. But just remember, you're showing up for your business. And if you've got people always say it sounds a bit naff, but it's true. If your why's big enough, you will get out of your way to do that. So you've got your business, you want it to be a success, you want direct bookings, you don't want to give all that money to Airbnb. So surely that's pain enough to start, and it's not that hard once you get going.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and really appreciate you spending your evening with us. And also, thank you if you're watching on the live or if you've listened in to today's episode on the podcast. I know there's a lot of places you can put your attention, and I really thank you for spending it with Boostly. So that's it from myself, and that's it from Anna. Thanks very much, Anna, and bye for now.
Thanks, bye.
Having a blast, gonna get it on the Boostly podcast. Boostly like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loose.